the cultural dynamic in this country, or the social dynamic, and separated its congregations by race. Aimee Semple McPherson was a Canadian convert to Pentecostalism who became one of its primary and probably globally its best-known figure in the 1910s and 20s. She was a compelling public figure, and she knew how to do public relations and advertising, partly because she married her husband, was an advertising executive. She came to national attention in 1916 by doing a national tour with advanced publicity and then articles being seeded in papers after she left. This is her and her husband. She developed an international following, and she used this to build her own temple, which is in Echo Park. The building still stands, I believe, in Echo Park in Los Angeles. She was known for not only her preaching, but her ability to heal people. She was, and one might say, one of the first really successful religious entrepreneurs who combined modern advertising and management with religious conversion, the process of religious conversion. She gained notoriety because she disappeared. She claimed to have been kidnapped. This was in the mid-1920s, kidnapped for her religious beliefs. The evidence indicates that she ran off with a boyfriend and then returned, but her believers did not, or the people who believed in her did not want to accept that and assumed that the newspapers, which were secular in their intent, were spreading lies about her on purpose. Another major religious figure of this period was Father Divine, who had his main mission in Harlem, but had missions all across the country. Another religious entrepreneur who used good management, organization, and advertising and publicity to build his cause, as well as a message of that appealed to people's desires for personal salvation. He attracted a multiracial group of following, as did Aimee Semple McPherson. So in the evangelical movement, as it was developing at this time, in some ways mimicked the social hierarchies of the United States, but also broke them in important ways. And this was Father Divine's main temple, which I think the size of which would indicate that he did very, very well with fundraising and getting people to support him. Anyway, we are now at 5:25, and I think we'll quit for today, and I'll see you on Wednesday, and we'll talk about popular culture.